I hear a lot of like almost like hateful back and forth shit that doesn't really make any sense. Like,
It's for
oh well,
everything, though.
controller players have auto aim assist or something stupid, and
Yeah,
it's
aim
like,
assist.
but again, you can make way more precise
Mhm.
movements with the damn mouse. So what are we talking about? Is it just let's just try to hate the other side of the thing or try to justify why we miss our shots?
It's not even.
Hello there. Welcome to our second episode of the Game Boys podcast. This is a podcast where we just get into any kind of topic about gaming. I'm James, also known as Mystery 8 Ball, and I have with me my son Will,
Hello, I'm Will, also known as Mew.
also known as Mew, whatever the hell that is. And we're gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about some topics. Appreciate all of you that checked out our first episode.
You know, Dad,
What's up?
I myself have once or twice played a video game. How about you?
Have you ever?
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice.
So, when you played said video games, which console do you prefer to play them on?
Shit. Well, I prefer Xbox over PlayStation in general, but I don't know. It's kind of like they each have their their
Ups and downs.
their positives and negatives. Also been playing a lot of PC gaming lately, which is a new thing for me within the last few years. So it's got to rank in there too. It also has its very good positive things as well as some negative aspects. How about you? What do you play on?
So,
I know we
I've
talked last week about the Switch. Like you and the Switch
well,
need to go get a room or something.
that's not one of the options, now, is it?
No, you said a console.
No, you said Xbox versus PC versus
That's what I
PS.
put as the topic. But what did
Yeah.
you say? So yeah, it's
So,
fine.
I grew up on Xbox, right? We always had an Xbox in the house, or six. We had
I
as
did
many
have
as we
quite a
could.
few at one time. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always liked the Xbox controller over the PlayStation one too. Feels really fucking awkward to hold your hands the way you have to hold them for Xbox controller, or not Xbox, PlayStation controller.
Yeah, PlayStation controllers.
And I've never really been able to afford a gaming PC. I got the gaming laptop now, but is it really the same? No,
Yeah,
kinda.
kind of. Yeah.
But I mean, I've always just chose Xbox, especially because nowadays I have the extended 200, 300 game library to pick from, whereas PC I only have a few games.
Well, that can grow. Like I said, if you download the Epic Games thing every week, you're getting like 2 free games.
I have it and I always forget about it. Always forget they had the 2 games for
Yeah.
free.
I mean, so your library can grow on that end, and as
Yeah.
well as all the
Still though, with free Xbox games coming to the Xbox and shit, it's still gonna be hard to catch up and stuff.
yeah. But I mean, I have Game Pass Ultimate, so I got a whole bunch of free games for the
Computer,
PC
yeah,
as
I do
well.
too.
And usually it's a lot of the same games, so you can play it on PC or you can play it on
Mm-hmm.
um,
I do like that
console.
most games nowadays save to the cloud, so you can play them no matter what system you have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Like if they go cross cross platform or whatever. Not a
Mm,
whole lot of games do that though.
yeah,
But I guess with the cloud, more and more games would be like that.
Yeah. I can't
So
even think of one off the top of my head, but like,
well, I mean,
any
Call of
game
Duty is that way right now. So you can
well,
play.
that's account based. That's not
I'm
cloud
talking
based.
about like, well, that's how it's able to, like,
I guess you sign in with your Activision account, you just share your Activision through all of them.
Right.
So when you're playing on your Xbox, PC, or PS, do you prefer to use a mouse or a keyboard?
Definitely.
Or I'm sorry, do you prefer mouse and keyboard over controller?
Definitely, I'm a controller guy.
Yeah.
That's only because, I never really gamed with a mouse and keyboard. Now, if I started out that way, it'd probably be the exact opposite. I probably would pick. There are things already about mouse and keyboard that I can tell are easier or better versus a controller, and then there's stuff that's still hard to get used to because I'm way better at it on a controller, like movement. Like anything you have to use the keyboard for, I'd rather use the damn controller.
You like glitched out there for a second. You glitched out there for a second.
Well, what I was saying was anything that you would have to use a keyboard for, I would rather use a controller.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I would say is that a mouse is so much easier to like make precise movements compared to a controller, because I think it's because of how fast the little joystick actually,
can register,
can move. Like it moves more than you want it to sometimes, and less.
Yeah.
Versus like you have more control with the mouse, but the keyboard part is just hard for me, man.
I also prefer controller over mouse and keyboard. And I have some of the same reasons as you, but also my hands have got to a point where they hurt all the time. And having my fingers like that in a certain way just make it real uncomfortable for me.
That's where muscle memory comes in. If you play with a keyboard and mouse all the time,
I think I'm getting carpal tunnel from the work I do. So like a controller feels easier for me to hold on to for a longer amount of time. Still eventually starts to hurt, but not nearly as fast or bad.
So. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I see the plus and minus. I hear a lot of like almost like hateful back and forth shit that doesn't really make any sense. Like, controller players have auto aim assist or something stupid, and it's like, but again, you can make way more precise movements with the damn mouse. So what are we talking about? Is it just let's just try to hate the other side of the thing, or try to justify why we miss our shots?
It's not even that. They literally can grab a controller if they want to. I mean, any device you can plug your mouse and keyboard in has a controller.
That's hooked to the PC right there.
It has a controller option one way or another. If you feel like the controllers have a unbalanced,
if they had an advantage, they wouldn't exist like that. It wouldn't exist. They wouldn't have it where controller players can play with their advantage over keyboard and mouse players, when most people, like, if you're good at it, I don't know what the hell that is, but most people, if they're really good at keyboard and mouse, they're like hands down better than controller players.
I have no clue what that was.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Like way better, like especially the movement. That's the funny thing, is that's the part I suck at, but that's something that they're just like really freaking good at.
So, talking on like consoles and stuff like that, and like connect them into like streaming services and stuff. So, Google Stadia. Well, starting January, I don't know the exact date in January. It's just in January. Stadia will no longer be around. They are refunding everyone for their games that they bought on Stadia, and they're closing the service down. And they might also be refunding people on the hardware. I'm not sure.
Damn.
I didn't get an exact answer for that. But yeah, the massive flop of Stadia has.
I never did anything with Stadia, so thank God.
It was
for that.
apparently terrible. I mean, it was you had to pay $120 for the controller and like dongle thing to hook into your TV, and then you had to buy the games too, plus like a subscription fee.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an expensive way to get in to a non-console quote unquote gaming.
Is it handheld stuff or
No, it's
is it? Oh, it's supposed to be like you can play it through your smart TV or whatever.
you can play through any TV as long as it has an HDMI port.
Yeah. There's some new like NVIDIA something or another that's coming out where supposedly you can do the same thing instead of having to have a graphics card. The graphics card is handled on the
Server.
cloud.
Yeah.
Or on the server in the cloud, whatever, and like you can just play on your TV or whatever through the internet.
I saw a lot of people blaming like just cloud streaming games in the first place is the problem. And that's not true because, Xbox has their cloud streaming thing that does amazing. I play video games on my phone from my Xbox.
Yeah.
It's an amazing service.
Yeah.
But it's just their whole idea was like,
you just got to have a good internet connection for one, or yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, they're
trying to play off the cloud with like
oh.
Walmart Connect or whatever the hell internet. It's not gonna work.
But I mean,
in this day and age, it's not that hard for most people to get decent internet. So
Google's whole thing with the Stadia was it was the $120 to get in when you're doing like you're streaming Xbox. What is it? Game Pass. Game Pass. Yeah, it's what $10 a month.
15 for the one I get, which is the
whatever
ultimate. Yeah,
$10 or $15 is easier to get than $120. I can get $10 a month, real simple. $120 extra just to spend on something like that.
So they're saying they're saving you on your hardware by charging you that much more for the service. Like, ultimately, just get the hardware and have a console that you can count on.
Yeah, at that point. But
so no wonder they're going out of business.
That's like half the price of a fucking modern day console. You can pick up an Xbox Series S for $300. Actually,
you can get it for $250 coming up.
Oh, really?
Starting, I think, this week or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah, it's going on sale.
Mm-hmm. You can get it at Target, Walmart, all your major retailers. Basically, I'm sure GameStop.
Well, there you go.
So it's dropped to $2. Well, it's not like permanently dropped, but
it's a sale thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard Amazon has a sale coming up, right?
Yeah, the 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I doubt it'll be anything I need. It'll be stuff I want, but it just won't be nothing I need.
I'm sure I'll buy something.
Yeah, I'll end up getting something, I'm sure.
That's not really gaming related, but you can buy your games on sale.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gaming stuff. If I'm getting something, it's probably going to be somehow gaming related.
I'm probably going to pick up a second mechanical keyboard.
I thought you were going to get the one from me.
Oh, yeah.
I've still got it. You're gonna wait so long. I'm gonna be done. Got rid of it.
We have to plan a trip up there. It's
Oh, well.
Not the time for that though.
Yeah,
it's time for gaming topics.
That's a gaming topic. It's a gaming keyboard.
Yeah, but me making the trip up to you is not a fucking gaming topic.
For the sake of getting a gaming keyboard, it is.
So it won't be till like Christmas.
Yeah, at this point, who knows, man? So I know in last week's episode you said that you were gonna go do a stream immediately after.
Yeah, I streamed. It's a Game Boy game. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy. Basically, it's kind of like a high school simulator, but in the Yu-Gi-Oh! world. And in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, their whole fucking school life is trading cards because all their fucking economy works off of trading cards. Their wars are won through card games, shit like that. Stupid idea, but it fucking would be hilarious if that was how it was in real life. Play Uno to the death.
Don't fire rockets over another country. Just throw some damn cards down on the table and talk some shit.
Imagine that shit, man. So, yeah, no, I did my stream. Everything
So
technically, everything like technical wise went well.
What about your plan? How the execution?
My plan to break the game had to start out with me doing it's just a typical regular grind for some money. And the best way to do that is to fail your first test so you become a dropout student. And there's a teacher who will secretly raise you back up to the rank you were, and she'll give you money based on how much life points you had left. So the idea is to get your life points as high as you can and then win. The problem was I kept losing instead of being able to raise my life points up as high as I could. And that was just because I couldn't. I hate how the deck building in that game works. So I didn't want to sit there and go through the slow ass menu to try to deck build a good enough deck that'll heal me while also allowing me to win. So I was just kind of hoping I'd win by chance, which in the last duel I did before I gave up, I got up to 80,000 life points and had just enough attack points on my field to beat her. So I did end up getting paid that. And I was able to get the rest of stuff I need for the exploit that I want to do. I just haven't got around to going back and live streaming it and doing the exploit. And the exploit's kind of cool because it's not necessarily a glitch. It's an actual thing you can do in real life. It's called an infinite loop. Basically, you just play the same sequence of cards over and over, one bringing back the other one that just automatically does the thing, which brings back the other one, and keep going like that. And I say you can do them in real life, but they're banned because they don't want turns taking 600 hours.
Yeah.
So it's fair. But
or people just being cheesy and shitty, like literally. That would be so horrible. Like in real life, if I had to play
the game
against somebody who's just literally going to sit there and
the modern
have an infinite turn.
The modern game is already solitaire when you're playing. Your opponent is just doing 100 actions per turn, and then you lose.
That's shitty.
Yeah, I don't play real life.
I want to play that game.
I don't play real life anymore unless it's what they call GOAT, greatest of all time. It's where you can only play with like the original first few sets of cards. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I can see how that would be shitty. Just to
play. Nowadays it's not even like the company's fault. They have to keep a game evolving and getting more and more complex, or it's not going to be interesting anymore. And Yu-Gi-Oh is like it's either number 1 or number 2 selling card game in the world. I think Magic might be one, but
it could be.
So whatever they're doing right. I mean, I still collect the cards, so there's that.
Still collecting?
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that was pretty fun. It just sucked that I wasn't able to do the glitch in that stream because it just took up so much time just trying to grind for the money.
Yeah.
So, have you streamed any lately?
I have not streamed anything lately. I thought about it, but that was the day that I've been sick for the last couple of days, and that was the day that I started actually feeling sick, right when I was going to stream.
Gotcha.
And well, the game I was gonna stream is it's called. Let's see what the hell's going on here. It's called Metal Hellslinger.
Yeah. Wow, your video quality just went to shit.
My video quality. I don't know if it's on my end, buddy.
I don't know. It's on the recording end though. Is the problem?
So yeah, so it's called Metal. It's called Metal Hellslinger,
Okay.
and you play as a some kind of fucking winged devil-looking creature girl thing that lost her voice,
Oh, okay.
and she has to go through. It's kind of, you know, if you played Dante's Inferno or Shadows of the Damned or any of those, it's the same basic idea, only they took it and made a rhythmic game out of it. Rhythmic games are like Guitar Hero, where you have to do things on the beat, right?
Yeah.
So, but you're supposed to. So the same way as like Shadows of the Damned or Dante's Inferno, you're basically going through all the circles of hell. I guess you're trying to get your voice back, is what it is. So,
Got you.
I guess is what it is. I don't know. For as much as I've played, that's what I've.
You didn't play that far in.
Well, so you have a couple like difficulty choices, and I typically go with like the medium when I first play.
Yeah, normal, medium.
Yeah, whatever the medium one's called, that's what I'll go with. And then this one, basically, the medium one says that you get like 3 respawns or whatever the hell, or you know, continues or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
I'm looking at like images of the thing. It looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks cool, don't it?
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, graphically,
the graphics look amazing.
It looks really cool. The only problem I had with the game is being as it's a rhythmic game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at first they don't even really explain what you're supposed to be going to the beat of. It's like the whole time it's playing some kind of like metal riff, like real bands. You'll recognize some of the songs. Like,
I hope they're all by Jack Black.
No. But like they don't tell you if you're supposed to be going along with the guitar or the drums, but I figured it out. It's the drums that you need to pay more attention to.
Okay.
So the first weapon you get is like a skull that you hold in your hand, and a sword. You get a sword. Now the skull is cool because you can, every time you pull the trigger, it's gonna do its thing, which it shoots out like little lasers or something at the bad guys, which are mostly demons of some sort.
So you said it's a rhythmic theme. So like, do you see like the chords coming to you?
No, that's what I'm telling you. You have to.
So it's just based off the sound.
So you're supposed to be attacking to the rhythm.
Okay, yeah.
Like you can't just go like, because that's not what the rhythm is doing. Like if the rhythm's like doom 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 doom, that's how you need to be shooting them. Doof doof doof, like that.
So can you like shoot off rhythm and it just like does less damage or
something? It rates the same as like Guitar Hero would do.
Okay,
it's good, bad, whatever. So here's the problem: the rhythm is off.
Huh?
The rhythm is off. I thought I was just having a problem, but like I don't have any trouble with rhythm.
Yeah.
So
you're white, so you can't keep rhythm.
I only got so much rhythm, right? Anyway, but no, I've never had a problem with rhythm. Even with dancing, I got good rhythm. I just have no moves.
Yeah, I can't dance.
So anyway, so I was like, man, why in the hell? Like I was failing because like obviously I would get my ass kicked. Well, the one thing that makes it hard to keep up with the rhythm is you also got to be dodging their attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, so let's back up a little bit. So first you get the little skull that you hold in your hand and you that one's easy to at least attempt to keep rhythm.
So does like every weapon have a different song attached to it?
No.
Oh.
But they have a different like speed, which is what I was getting at. Okay. So,
Oh, okay.
all right. So the first weapon you get is easy. You can any rhythm whatsoever, even if it really picked up fast.
Mm-hmm.
The sword, it's still, you got to finish swiping before you can swipe again.
Okay.
So that one's a little harder to keep a rhythm with, but still not that hard. The first gun they give you is a big ass shotgun. That thing is way too slow to keep up with these metal rhythms and beats and junk. Makes it like it would be awesome if you could, because it's a big ass, probably the strongest weapon, but yet the hardest one to keep rhythm with.
They
because
probably
it's
had
like
to balance
boom
it
and
way.
then or whatever, boom. It's not like so. I gave up trying to get the damn.
Can you openly switch between them, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to have ammo for the shotgun. So once it runs out, you have to either switch to the skull, which is infinite, and of course the sword that doesn't have ammo.
What do you do with the skull? Does it shoot flames or something? You just beat people in the head.
I was saying it shoots like some kind of like laser thing out of the eye.
Oh, okay.
And it's like your buddy. It's actually a guy or something. It's the dude telling the story is that skull.
Oh, okay.
He's your voice while you don't have a voice.
Does he have a name?
So I was failing because I was like, because you get combos based on, and multipliers and shit based on keeping the rhythm. The longer you can keep the rhythm, and then you can pick up little things that are like 8Xs and 16Xs that automatically jump you up rhythm up combo wise. So the problem I was having, since it wasn't keeping the rhythm, so I was like, I wonder if I'm the only one having this problem. So I looked it up, and it was like people were saying it like all over the internet, talking about the rhythm is off on it. It's not right. If you try to do it exactly on the rhythm, you're not gonna succeed. I'm like, well, hell, I never got past the first level, and I played it for like 2 hours.
Damn. So apparently the skull's name is Paz, P-A-Z.
Sure. I don't know. I
was just curious of his name.
Came up or whatever.
Says it won't deal much damage in combat, but firing on beat will sustain your current combo. Yeah. That means as soon as you wrap up a battle and trekking through an enemy-free zone, you'll want to equip Paz.
Yep.
All right.
Well, so
did that give me any information I was looking for?
If they fix that, it'll probably be a really great, really fun game. Because I was still having fun, but I was being frustrated at the same time because
it sounds like an interesting concept. Really,
it's actually really cool. It just, like I said, if they fix that, it'd be great. But until then, I mean, what am I supposed to just guess when they really want me to hit it? Because some of them will be perfect, and others will be like good, bad.
I wonder why that is though. Like why it's off like that.
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Yeah, I did too. So would you call that game a hidden gem?
Well, no. No, I don't think so, because I think people expected it to be good. Like, to me, for like a hidden gem is something that, if it was no one really expected it to be anything. Maybe they just, really just kind of like, oh, this will just be some run-of-the-mill stupid game or something. And it turns out to be really good. Those are your hidden gems.
Yeah. What game do you have in mind for that?
What would I consider a hidden gem?
Yeah, I don't honestly know of any off my head.
Well, I've played some games that like flopped based on everybody else, but then I played it and I thought, damn, this is actually great. So like, why
Why is it not succeeding?
is it getting so much hate? Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
hidden gem also would be something like, you remember when we played Crackdown?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yep.
Okay, so the only reason anyone really ever even got that game was because the Halo demo or whatever came with it.
Oh.
Nobody really thought about Crackdown, but then everyone played it and most people loved it, the first one.
I loved the first one. The second one wasn't bad either. It just went to a zombie type thing.
Nah.
And I mean, I was like, okay, this is fun and all, but could have done something different.
I could have literally just
And then the third,
say original formula.
the third was overhyped, and I even was excited for it.
I thought it was cool that they,
It sucked.
had Terry Crews and
Oh no, that was cool.
some of the other stuff, but yeah,
game was
graphically
so
it looked like a step down, which at least for the times, maybe, because
it was so boring.
For it to have come out and
And the one thing I was most excited about was the fact that you could like destroy anything. You could destroy the walls, shit like that. No, that's a whole separate game mode. Which I feel like they did last minute because that barely fucking worked and it was super fucking stupid as well. And it wasn't even like you were playing on the actual map. It was like its own fucking map and it was terrible. I hated it. Fuck you, Crackdown, and fuck the company who made that game.
Fuck Crackdown 3.
Fuck whatever company made that game. You fucking ruined that game for me.
Ruined the whole series for me by
No,
making the third one so bad.
I'll still play the first one, but that third one ruined my fucking love for that series.
But I mean, that was kind of a hidden gem because people, really the only reason they got the game was because of the Halo beta or whatever the hell it was.
The demo.
The demo.
I even know that. I knew we had Crackdown, and I remember enjoying the hell out of it.
Yep.
And then when I got older, I played it by myself, and I still enjoyed the hell out of it.
So, like, if you bought the game brand new, it came with the code for the Halo 3. I think it was Halo 3 demo. And that's basically what I remember. That would be a hidden gem. I mean, there was a couple other ones, but like it's because this kind of runs in with another topic, but
I thought Hidden Gem would be like a game no one really knows about, but it's really good.
Well, that's just it. No one's giving it credit, but it's really freaking good. Like,
have you ever played the Peppa Pig game?
No, I have not. Neither have you. So stop acting.
I have too. It's terrible. I mean, great.
You haven't.
Yeah, I guess I have.
You haven't played it.
It's on Game Pass. I've done it.
I've tried it. I call bullshit.
You're fucking stupid.
Yeah, okay.
It's like one of those side-scrolling games. It sucks.
I'm sure.
I mean, it's great. Great. Everyone should go play it right now. You get to create your own character and everything, dude.
Peppa Pig.
Your own Peppa Pig
character. Oh, Peppa Pass.
What?
So yeah, so what I was saying was the reason, like, okay, so like some other hidden gems would be like, games that like the critics didn't like, but I actually did. So to me, that would be like a hidden gem. And there's a couple of those.
Yeah. I mean, I don't pay attention to like what most critics say. So I
pay attention to reviews because I don't want to, especially if you're going to pay money for a game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spend $60. Like, I wish there'd have been a good review for Back 4 Blood.
That's why there needs to be demos again. I am still very hard set on we need demos to come back. When's the last fucking demo for a game?
You know why they don't need to do demos now? Because they do
because you're wrong.
No, because they do the free play days or whatever.
Okay, that's not the same.
But you have to literally download the whole fucking game and then play it within like 3 days if you're going to play it.
There used to be demos that came. You even just mentioned one, the Halo 3. There used to be demos that
I
came
know.
out before the game. That still needs to happen so I can decide whether or not I'm going to spend my 70 goddamn dollars on your piece of shit game.
Okay, so but just like betas, demos don't necessarily represent the final product.
That they're doing it wrong.
I mean, you don't think between the point where they drop the beta or the demo and the point where they release the game, they won't change anything?
I mean, I'm sure they will, but they
That
could
shouldn't
just
be giant and significant because that takes too much time.
no. It should be a point in the game where it doesn't give off too much story, and probably won't get changed or not changed too much. So it should keep the idea of the whole game in that one little area, and that's all you play. Or just give us the first 5 minutes of the fucking game or something like that. Unless it's like a Kingdom Hearts game where the first 5 minutes is nothing but a cutscene.
So I guess I think it's like EA does that still. They do the trial. So like you can trial it before you buy it, you can try it. You can do like it's like you get 10 hours of trial.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, 10 hours is enough to know that you hate the piece of shit and you ain't gonna play it.
Yeah. No why doesn't every company do that?
Madden.
Well, I mean, I'd never touch a Madden game anyways. I don't know enough about football, nor would I want to play it on my fucking Xbox. You know you can go outside and play football, right?
Really? How would I not know that?
As a matter of fact, you can buy a football and it costs cheaper than your stupid $70 fucking piece of shit game.
But you can't control your favorite team.
You can
control yourself.
You have your imagination. You can pretend you're Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, jeez. Okay, yeah, 10 years ago you can pretend you're Reggie Bush.
Or fucking Drew Brees, or
retired. Yeah, I could be retired like Drew Brees. That'd be great.
Alvin, yeah, there you go. Alvin Kamara.
Alvin, look at you looking shit up.
I don't know how you say his name, but you know.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara.
Kamara, is it Kamara or Kamara?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Kamara, man.
It is okay.
90% of everybody says Kamara. I think every once in a while, an announcer might say Kamara.
I was not sure how you pronounce it. I know I was looking at getting like because I like him. He's good. He's the only person I know on the team currently, though. Who currently is the quarterback?
Not Alvin Kamara. He's a running back.
He's running back, yeah.
Well, currently it's I don't know. The dude's hurt, but it's Jameis Winston and
oh my
god. And damn, I can't even think of the stupid. Oh, Andy Dalton is the one backing him up.
Oh,
big redhead. Anyway, we suck.
Patrick, he has no whole
That's
soul.
beside the point.
So, speaking of like influencers or people who are famous, what gaming YouTubers are you watching lately?
I watch a lot of them.
See, I'm the
one
opposite.
of them. Let's see.
First off, I'm gonna ask, what kind of gaming YouTubers do you watch?
What do you mean?
Informational, comedy,
a little bit of everything. I watch guys that, like I said, that review them. Watch
reviews.
I watch people that just give like news or whatever, like Xbox news or whatever, gaming news of any kind. They talk about games that are coming out in the future or whatever.
Yeah, so every once in a while I'll tune into like a review of a game that maybe I was considering buying. But I mostly just watch the comedy YouTubers. Because if I'm watching something like that, I want to be entertained. And lately I've been watching one dude play a game that I'm really interested in playing, but can't get my fucking hands on for under $120. It's an old PSP game, which I can get into later of what I'm gonna do for that.
Yeah.
So what YouTubers do you say you watch?
Chaos. There's some that I really can't stand. I don't know why they keep coming up on my feed, just because like if you watch one, they'll like recommend like another one. And
You know who my favorite gaming YouTuber is? That's where you come in with a response.
what do you mean?
I said, you know who my favorite gaming YouTuber is?
Who?
It's Mystery 8-Ball Gaming. Go check him out
Yeah.
right now.
Checks in the mail. No, no, but seriously, I like Chaos. I like was it? There's shit. I'd have to look at all of them. But
when I watch YouTube, I usually watch like is Blarg, Smitty, McNasty, Swagger Souls,
I never heard of any of these guys.
Sniping Soup. Who else? Fucking the guy I'm watching who's playing that one game that I can't get for under $120 is Casual Cooper. He plays a bunch of nerd games that I like. The Vanoss crew, I guess, not as much as I used to.
What is it called?
It's Vanoss, Vanoss. His crew. I think that's it. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Oh, Rooster Teeth, Let's Play, their channels. I love the Rooster Teeth company. I mean, they're called Let's Play, but they're not like actual Let's Play channels anymore, really. They're just comedy shit. It's real good. You might have known him as Achievement Hunter back in the day.
Yeah, I remember those. I also like Game Ranks.
Yeah.
I like Squid G. He mostly plays like shooter games. IGN, stuff like that. Watch Mojo. A non-gaming one that I like is Fluffy Talks. That dude,
you should stay away from Mojos.
Why? I like ACG too. They talk a lot about.
They're notorious for copying other YouTubers.
Sure, as long as I'm entertained, I don't care if they stole it off someone else. It's kind of like
they usually steal it verbatim.
On and what to play, stuff like that too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like other channels. Like I watch the Call of Duty League on here, stuff like that. But
yeah. Speaking of YouTubers and stuff, why don't you tell me about this this girl cheating at COD?
I think she's actually not a YouTuber. She's a Twitch streamer.
Dude, I don't care. She sucks either way.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I think okay. So
I watched her play. She was terrible.
I have a take on this that
it's the wrong one.
Probably. But
I'm gonna play devil's advocate to whatever you say.
Okay, that's gonna suck. Are you gonna let me say it, or are you just gonna keep interrupting me?
Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, so I think what she's doing is sort of like a clever little like thing where she's like creating more buzz around herself than like by putting negative energy out there or whatever. Like,
so what you're saying is any publicity is good publicity.
Not necessarily, but the way she's playing it, yes. She's doing it. What she's doing is great.
Trying to get more
super
attention.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's a way of bringing. Actually, I'm pretty sure probably her numbers and stuff have gone up ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how much people really paid her any attention in the first place, but apparently a lot, enough that she was invited to the what is it, COD Next or whatever. Yeah.
And she was terrible.
Where she played terribly on LAN and she blamed LAN for it or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's all this hype. Now, like I said, I don't know whether she's cheating or not. I think a lot of people are cheating, especially like the YouTubers and stuff that, I've heard stories over years, and I've seen videos about it where like, you know, the top like 10-20% of the people you're gonna find on the leaderboards are just giant cheaters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they're doing it. They're hacking it, they're modding it, they're whatever. And you know,
I can totally see that. You know, especially because they're going for that content,
yeah.
and if they're one of the players who are supposed to be like good, and that's their content is them doing good stuff in the game, I could totally see them cheating to help their numbers up.
Yeah, because they get stuff lined up, man, that's ridiculous. Nothing ever lines up that way.
He got a quadruple sniper one-shot kill.
Yeah, like, or people are just coming, like the whole team is coming down the same exact hallway. How convenient is that?
Or they do the bullshit where they just go to the other side and kill 6 people.
And they
on their
literally
spawn.
hit every shot too. Like, golly. That's things like that, but
So your verdict is you don't think she's cheating, right?
yeah, I guess overall, yeah, my verdict is that she's probably not actually cheating.
So I think she is cheating. And my basis is off this information I got recently of her looking off screen
Oh
and
my
doing
God,
fucking
okay.
fantastic out of
You got
nowhere.
that idea from somebody. I don't know who. I do think there's something sketchy about that.
No,
I
but
mean, maybe she's playing with a really giant screen. Like, you know, those big round ones that are like
yeah,
30 something, like 38 inches or some shit.
The one
And
sitting
she must be
next to me.
right up against it.
Actually, no, mine's not that big.
Mine's 27.
Yeah, mine's 32.
32. Yeah.
Yeah. Hers
I
probably
don't know
like
what
40
they are.
or something.
Yeah, hers probably
But-
40 something, and it's
Yeah.
like long. So like, because what she'll do is she'll be talking to chat or whatever and playing the game. And then when stuff gets intense and she's wondering where everybody's at, she looks up, which is where the mini map is on your screen, is usually up and to the left. But she looks way up and to the left. So either her screen is humongous,
or she has a second screen up there or something.
or there's something going on back there. Because as soon as she looks at that, then all of a sudden she's like 10 times better and knows exactly where the hell they are. I think it's probably just a mini map.
I'm basing it off of I've seen her live at that.
And she was really shitty.
She was really fucking shitty, but I watched some of her videos and it was like she was doing super good out of nowhere. I'm like, these are two different fucking people, or she is cheating.
Or she has all of her own gear that she's comfortable with, that she streams with. Should there be that much of a curve though? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I can be really shitty one game and then really amazingly better than I typically am the next game. So
I guess she can also be real selective of what videos she put out there.
She probably like, goes through like a whole bunch of footage to find the best shit. Like everyone does that. But as far as if she's streaming it, and because I mean, some of the footage I saw was like she had like 30 something kills, 32 kills, let's go. And then she does some weird ass like disco music shit. 30 something kills in Warzone.
In Warzone? Jesus fuck, dude.
Yeah. In one round of Warzone.
Fuck that.
Is she riding around? I would understand if she was like riding around in a damn tank or something the whole time and couldn't die.
Let's get back to the war zone.
Yeah, but damn. So I don't know, man. That's my take, is that she's not actually cheating. I think the shit's gotten way out of hand and it's working to her advantage. And she feels it because she'll say shit.
Didn't she make like a whole song and stuff that was saying she was cheating?
I don't know if she made that, but I'm saying like, she'll say stuff like, yeah, and I don't even have my hacks turned on right now. Like to be a smart ass about the people saying that she's cheating. So then she just turns around and feeds right into it.
Yeah. So Before we move on to our next topic, I did want to come back and bring up the topic of where I was talking about that $120 game I want, but I can't. I'm not about to fucking drop on.
All right.
So my solution to that was, it's a PSP game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have ordered the cheapest PSP I could find. It was $30 off eBay. 33 with shipping. So that'll be here next week. And my solution is I'm going to mod it where I can download the game through third-party services. And the only reason I even bring this up is because I was going to do the whole legit route. I was going to go buy a PSP, the PSP Go, the digital version, right? And I was just going to buy it through their service. I was going to buy the game through their shop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look it up, and on the PSP Go and the PSP, the shop is entirely closed. You can't buy anything off it anymore. Which part of it makes sense to me, that why they would close the shop like that, because it takes up bandwidth, all that stuff to keep up with. If no one's using the service anymore, there's no reason to keep it. But also, devil's advocate, move that stuff to your new shop and have a second way to download that to the old ones for people who are still using those devices. Because that was one of the workarounds I read, was to go to their website, see if they have the game on there, and you should be able to download on your PSP. Spoiler, they didn't have the game I was looking for on there.
Mm-hmm.
So my now option is to take a PSP, download or mod it myself, then download the game to there and have it emulated on there, or just take someone else's save data and put it on there and just override the save data with my own save data. So when it comes to emulation, legally, the emulation laws are weird because it's still technically not legal, but it is. Basically, it goes, if you own the game, you can play it wherever you want. So you can emulate it if you want. So what I'd have to do is I'd still have to end up buying the game. But what I figured I was going to do is, because the only reason the game is $120 is because it was a region-free variant. So it was very limited in stock.
They don't have
But-
the non-region free.
But
They don't have like
the Japanese version you can buy without a case off eBay for $12. You can't switch the language on there, though. So that was my biggest problem. I can't speak Japanese.
right.
So I'm going to pick up the Japanese version for $12 and mod this PSP to play whatever the fuck I want. So technically, I'm still within the laws.
We'll see
Although-
how that works.
Right now,
I think
I'll
it's
say-
going to work just like your little plan for the stream you did. Whatever the. You're
apparently
sorely disappointed.
apparently modding the PSP isn't too bad. It's literally, it has a plug to plug it into your computer and stuff.
Mhm.
And you just move your new system file over and everything. And then you just move, like I have an emulator for the PSP on my computer already. And I already have the game file on there. All I have to do is move that file into the PSP after I install the second party stuff. Which it's literally like 3 clicks to do. But if it all works out, I might even get a second one to give over to you and download whatever you want to it.
We'll see.
Or
I don't know if
give
there's
you-
much PSP stuff that
You don't even have to do PSP stuff. I can download Game Boy games on there for you if you wanted. Or original PlayStation games, or
I think I
it's-
had a PSP a long time ago. If not, I can't think of what it was really called.
I had a PS Vita at one point.
Yeah, not a Vita.
I loved the Vita because you could use it as a second controller on the PS4. So when me and my wife would play Borderlands, I would use that controller, and I liked using that more than I liked using the actual controller. Because again, I don't like the feel of the PlayStation controller.
Mhm.
But the Vita felt nice and had like the touch sensors on the back for the triggers, and it was cool.
No, I
It
can't
was-
think. Oh,
I
I
bought
know
it-
what it was called. It was a Sega thing. I forget what the hell it was called. It was
I don't
some
know.
kind of handheld Sega system.
But I
Long
remember
ass
picking
one.
that Vito up for about $30 off of someone on like Facebook or something, and just using that. And then I sold it a few years later for like 70, just for the Vita. So
I don't think I ever had a PSP. I think I played my brother's before, but
yeah.
I never had
But yeah,
one.
like I said, I wanted to buy the PSP Go because it's a smaller version. It like does the slide up and everything.
Mhm.
So it's like an old flip, like one of the slide phones with the keyboards, but it slides up. It's smaller, and I just kind of really hate the look of the PSP.
Mhm.
It's kind of ugly, but they're also really fucking expensive for no reason. That was also another $120 I'd have to pay for a PSP Go. And I'm not exactly sure why that is. I think more people are buying them nowadays to do exactly what I'm about to do to a PSP. Even though it's apparently easier with a PSP, but I guess the Go looks better. So
Okay.
that'll be fun, and I'll definitely give updates to how that works out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
And we'll give updates whether or not I get Dad one or not.
Yeah, we'll see.
I will tell you right now, I'm picking up the cheapest version I can find. So don't be picky on color or anything, because I
don't give a
wasn't.
shit.
I stuck with the black one, and I really didn't want the black one because fingerprints and shit all over it. It's that glossy black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
Get those smudges all over it. It sucks. It's ugly.
I don't
I
know why
really-
they seem to make those things glossy and like oily at the same time. Like
Yeah, I really wanted to like the white. The white was nice. A nice white looks clean, but a nice clean white is always nice because it just hides everything.
I don't know, because then white gets dirty. Like
Yeah,
so the black plastic typically will reveal anything white like dandruff or dust, anything like that, versus like a white one, anything dirty like any kind of like grease or any kind of like dark anything that you touch it with
will show up.
will show on it. So
Yeah.
you kind of lose either way with black or white. It's more like a gray would probably cover everything
Yeah, probably.
if it wasn't too dark of a gray. If it wasn't too close to black or too light, too close to white.
They have a God of War red that's real nice, but you can't get those for under like 300.
Yeah, just for that. I mean,
It's
paying
limited
for a
edition
skin
type shit.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
I was looking at some broken ones that like was like a broken lot for like $100 for like 7 of them. It's
Oh,
like,
that's another YouTube channel I watch. There's a guy.
yeah, I like the one who repairs.
He repairs.
switches
He'll
and
buy
stuff.
like whole lots of like
Yeah, I was
anything,
thinking, I
like
was like,
Xboxes.
I was thinking like I have the
laptops.
skills to sit here and repair at least
No.
3 of these. Because I
He
was like, if I
wasn't
could,
born with those skills either.
No.
Believe me, I'm sure.
well, I mean, I would learn, but I'm thinking to myself like, do I have the patience to do it?
I mean, I've learned a lot of shit off YouTube, but
Because I mean, if I would have repaired like 3 out of those 7, I would have felt, like I spent my money.
wisely.
What does it say wisely? What's the word?
I don't know what you mean.
Like I felt that the money was worth it.
Then.
I guess I don't. That's not the word I'm looking for, but works in the same.
Yeah, I guess I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
Of course, it would be worth it if you spent like $200 for like 50 devices or something, and then you turn around and you can sell them for like $100 a piece. Then
yeah.
you definitely made your profit.
But I was just thinking of taking parts from each of them and to fix a few.
Yeah.
Because what are the chances that every single device is going to have the same problem?
No, I mean, the videos I watched, it wasn't even like that.
Yeah, I know.
There, one would be like a hard drive issue. The other one would be like it got wet or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something in the like motherboard got wet.
Which I think water damage 9 times out of 10 is just
It's
trash.
really hard. He tries to fix it, but
Yeah.
a lot of times he's like, nope, too much damage.
So nah, next.
Or like they got roaches in them, or fucking some kind of bug, or spilled something in it, or too much dust, and like whatever. All they had to do is blow it out and clean it out, and it works fine.
So last week, me and you played some Call of Duty Search and Destroy.
Yep, on Vanguard.
Yeah, and our biggest issue was on either team when they were losing or it got tied near the end for some fucking reason, people would just quit.
That sucked.
Yeah, that really sucked.
Then you end up with like 6 versus 2, and then you're trying to like clutch up being one of the only 2.
So why the fuck do these people play the game if they're just going to quit? When they
I don't know.
mad?
It really baffles me because they still get credit for the loss. So if they're quitting out thinking that, oh God, we're about to lose.
Well, we weren't even playing ranked or anything, so it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't, but it's their stupid ego. Like, oh, I have to have a winning record. Or the reason we're losing is not my fault. It's everyone else that sucks. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. We all kind of shit the bed.
We had the one dude in chat who was like, can you guys not shoot? And it's like, you're only like top of the leaderboard by 2 kills, dude.
Yeah, I'm
right
on your
behind
ass.
you.
What the hell? Obviously, you're not the only one that can shoot because we're still losing.
Yeah, right.
Or even if we're winning. What's wrong with carrying people? I've had to carry before. I've had to be carried. Kind of a thing.
It sucks, but yeah, it happens.
Not really. It don't suck to me. It's just fun.
I mean,
it's fun to carry. It's not fun to be carried. Then that kind of sucks. But at least somehow you still manage to get the win out of it.
It does feel bad when like you have the most kills or most whatever in the game and you're still losing.
We're always the top of the leaderboard.
I know, but like if you have more than even like the other team's top, it feels bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
it
God,
feels funny to me. It's like, well, at least I'm having a good game. I know everyone else is pissed.
A lot of people don't
like
even
they
play
can help
the
us
fucking
win.
objective and Search and Destroy either. Watch the motherfucker. It was me, you, and that guy in the bomb room, and he.
Oh, you can watch the whole
bomb.
team run past the bomb. Like as soon as you spawn, they're like, or as soon as you take off.
No, it wasn't even that.
Runs away.
It wasn't even that because I get the mentality of I don't want to hold the bomb, but when you have the bomb and you're sitting on bomb with 2 other people next to you, and there's no enemies in the room, and you won't fucking plant, fuck you.
No, I'll tell you what, not fuck them. Fuck the idiot that's like,
fuck both of them.
No, sitting there trying to defuse the bomb and is purposely like stop. He'll halfway defuse it and then stop. And then do the little
or do the emotes.
Yeah, do some stupid dance or some dumb shit. It's like just defuse the damn thing. Let's go to the next round. Got to sit there and be a little toxic asshole.
Toxic, yeah. Or one person will be defusing the bomb and their teammate comes up and kills them. And then
so what's cool about this is Modern Warfare 2 is going to be banning people for being toxic. Now,
how far are they going to take that though? Like if I shit talk you,
they banned just from the beta. They banned like was it 500,000 people or some ridiculous shit? 150,000, I think is what it was. It's basically if you're in there talking shit in the lobby.
Well, I don't like that then. You should be able to talk shit.
No, I think what it's going to cause is no one's going to talk in the lobby.
I mean, I'm also okay with that though.
No one's going to type shit either, like that guy was doing. You know, no one's going to type shit or which I'm okay with because I already don't go into the lobbies because I know that I would get my ass kicked for the rage that I'd be doing. But
like people are going to get kicked for like what is it called, overkill or
teabagging, and I don't know. I think also it's like any of that cheating shit, like supposedly.
I think
I'm glad for that. God, they ban them all.
I think if they ban for any of that, like the teabagging shit like that, That's ruining someone's fun who's just having fun at that point. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, to me, they shouldn't ban them for their chat either.
I don't really think so either.
If you don't want to hear people be toxic, then don't listen to them. I don't listen to them because I can't stand them. I don't want to hear some idiot rapping into his microphone.
No, those people should be.
I don't want to hear people's whole fucking family carrying on. You know,
in the background,
in the background while or whatever, or hear their TV is up so freaking loud that every time they fire their gun,
you
or
hear
some
it.
sounds, you're hearing the shit, and it's like messing up with you trying to sound whore and hear these footsteps. So no, I already don't. The only people I talk to is the people that I'm actually playing with, that's in my party or in my clan or whatever.
Remember, kids, you should only ever talk to your friends and random strangers who have free
who are
ice
in
cream
your clan. Any random stranger willing to be in your clan.
I'll be in your clan if you get in my van.
Oh God. So that's what I think anyways about them about the not the rage quitting, but the Modern Warfare 2 banning.
Yeah.
I
think rage quitter should be fucking put on some kind of timeout too.
I've rage quit games before.
Yes, but when you're in the middle of a fucking match.
Yeah, I mean that's asshole-ish. I mean,
I think they should be put on a timeout. You can't play for 10 minutes. Something that simple is going to make people not want to fucking rage quit as much.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of like if you're playing hardcore and you team kill too many times, you get kicked out of the match.
Yeah, something like that,
or whatever, and you have to be timed out.
I don't want them to get permanently banned. I think that's a little harsh just for quitting the game.
Maybe the timeout should increase with every new offense. Like
maybe never every new offense per certain amount of days. Because I don't want someone quitting the game because they have to go.
Well, I mean that shouldn't. It should be a problem first. Like, oh, you just quit 3 games in an hour. We're just gonna time your ass out. And hopefully part of that banning thing too, or whatever, is hopefully they'll crack down on people trying to AFK an entire match.
Oh, yeah,
and setting their controller to where it'll barely move so they'll stay in it and won't get kicked.
Yeah, I don't ever understand that shit.
Okay, there's 2 reasons why they do it. Really doing nothing. They're farming the XP that you get just for playing in a match and this, that, and the other. And the biggest reason is because of skill-based matchmaking. If you're just a stooge who goes 0-20 because you never even
did anything,
tried,
you're gonna get put against a bunch of kindergartners.
Yeah, you get to play against a bunch of people that eat paste,
like me.
Or you're playing against other people who also did the same thing that you just tried to do, and they're actually good. So then you don't really gain anything. So, yeah,
that's real lame, honestly. The fact that anyone would do that. So we've been going for about an hour and 8 minutes. You think we should go ahead and spin the wheels?
Spin the wheels.
Maybe to explain what this is again.
Okay, so we discussed in the last one, the last episode, that what we're gonna do every episode is we're gonna spin a wheel that has literally several games that we know that we have access to, like Game Pass games or whatever. And whatever game it lands on is what we have to play, and what we're going to do is we're going to have to stream that game for anyone, to check out our stream and see what we do, see if we like it or whatever. And when we get back for the next week, we will discuss how the game was. Was it any good? Was it, what did we like about it? What we didn't like about it? This, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So let me pull up my wheel.
It's basically like a fun version of a book report, but with video games.
Book report.
It's video game reports. So, is there like any kind of genre you stuck with, or
No,
just
not really.
every game?
I tried like it wasn't every single game, but it was like,
I hope I get Dance Dance Revolution.
well, I didn't put like stuff that obviously, like for example, I didn't put like VR games or Kinect games or something.
Why not? I have a Connect.
Again, it's something you want to be able to stream too. So
Yeah, I also don't have a Connect. I don't
you're
think.
jumping around,
I do
dancing,
it?
and acting a fool.
I take that back. I might have a Connect.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I did at one point. I remember because I traded for it.
Norton's a pain in the ass sometimes. Sits there and blocks everything. All right. So let me share this. Try to share this. Problem is I have two screens, so I'm not sure which one's going to try to share.
You can pick between the two.
Oh, okay. Screen sharing with two monitors. Here we go. All right. Let me know when you can see it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's on the board.
All right. So who's going to go first? Me or you? I got William's wheel and I got James's wheel.
What to eat?
Huh?
What to eat?
What to eat? Come
That's
on,
one of
man.
the options.
Oh, no,
Go
that's
with you.
the fake setup one. What?
Go for you.
Mine?
Yeah.
All right. Go here. See if you can let me do it on here. Yep.
Oh my god, that's so many.
There are so many because I also have the some PS games on here too. All right. We're gonna make a spin. So I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Is there anything on your list which you haven't seen yet, or you kind of have, but that you're hoping for, and anything that you're not, that you're hoping doesn't land on? So let me look at mine and let's see. What do I want?
I can barely read any of those, so that's going to be a problem. What the hell is a FE?
I don't know. It's a game.
Okay. Human Fall Flat's on there?
Yeah, Human Fall Flat.
We should both get Human Fall Flat and play it together.
Yeah. Right.
Because that actually looks like a fun game, although it shouldn't be on mine because I've already played it.
So does well, anything. Also, you need to look at yours. I sent you a picture of it, and the reason I did was so you would, if there was something you've already played, you would have told me, and I could take it off the list.
Yeah, the problem is I can't see any of them. Like I can barely read any of the ones that are on the thing because of how the wheel works.
Let me see. This is all the ones on my list. Now you can see that, right?
Yeah.
These are all. I had to type all these in.
Okay.
All right. So out of all these, look, I got Stray. Kind of interesting. I look Marvel Spider-Man.
Look, if you put Marvel Spider-Man on mine, I might consider buying it on PC.
No, see, that's what I don't want you to have to spend money. This is stuff that you already
Let
have.
me put it this way. I want to play the game.
So then
just
play it. That'd be something different.
Talk myself into buying it.
Oh, well.
Supraland.
You suck at parking. You suck at parking looks really interesting. I hope I get that one.
All right, go ahead and spin it then.
All right, let me spin the wheel. Spin.
I think you have to go back to spin.
All right. Yep. There it goes. Oh, God, help me. Oh, it almost stopped it. Okay.
It was almost at you second.
You see that? It like... Okay.
Yeah, it slowed there, too.
So we landed on Siphon Filter for PS4.
Okay.
That's a shooter game as far as much as I know about it. It's like third-person shooter as far as I'm aware.
So you'll be playing Siphon
Filter for PS4.
Yeah, I fucking mixed the words together for some reason.
All right. Oh, here's an ad.
Yeah. Cut this out. We don't want to
close the ad. No one gives a shit. Okay. That wasn't like 3 seconds, so it's not gonna.
I don't care.
Copyright issue.
I don't want. I don't want anyone hearing this shit. Fuck
all right, now let me show you. You can kind of see yours, but we'll just do this again. There's something on here.
Get rid of Among Us.
Among Us.
Yep.
Shit.
Delete.
Delete. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not playing that.
You're not playing it, or you've already
I
played it?
have played it. I'm not
All
going to replay
Well,
it. Immortals
obviously-
Phoenix Rising needs to go because I have that on Switch.
Have you played it?
Yes, it's great.
All right.
It's an open world game. It's really good. I think you're good. Yeah, if any more come up when you spin it, I'll let you know.
All right. So based on this list, is there anything on here that?
I really want to play the Power Rangers game.
Yeah, me too, kind of.
Well, I mean, I liked the Power Rangers, so the Power Rangers used to be cool.
Well, you don't have nearly as many tiles, so you have a better chance of hitting the one that you want
Yeah.
versus what I had. Jeez, slices as they call it, I guess. All right, let's say when, and I'll spin. Oh,
Save it, yeah, because you
Save, yeah.
deleted.
I forgot I changed something.
Win. Come on, Power Rangers. Subnautica.
Subnautica. Okay, that's
I-
from what I've seen, it looks kind of interesting. So
Yeah, it's like a submarine game, right?
no, it's like a. To me, you look like one of those, like, what do you call the people that swim under the water with the scuba?
Scuba, yeah, that's what I meant.
And
Is it
kind
on,
of third person
It's on Game Pass, right?
platformer almost.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll be playing Subnautica. So tell us when we should expect you to be possibly streaming this, and what Twitch, whatever.
It probably will be Friday what's this Friday? 14th? I think it's
Shit, I don't even know what
14th.
today is. So hell,
Today's the 8th. Friday the
14th.
14th, yeah. It'll be Friday the 14th at MewWill/Twitch or twitch.tv/MewWill.
About what time?
Probably 9:10 EST.
All right, and I'll be streaming. What was it? Siphon Filter for PlayStation 4. Probably Monday, which is what, 2 days from now. So that's the 10th.
Yeah.
Probably Monday the 10th or Tuesday the 11th. Probably around 7 p.m. for like 2 hours.
EST?
East, obviously.
Well,
Eastern.
You got to specify for online
So
viewing.
7 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, I got to redo
PM.
my freaking Game Pass.
You need to
my
get Game
computer.
Pass Ultimate so I can add some computer games on your list.
I have Game Pass Ultimate.
Well, then I'm adding computer games on your list then next
Okay.
time.
I thought this was a computer game. That's why I was on my computer looking at it. If it's on Xbox, then I
Oh,
don't
look
have
at
to do
my
any of that.
ad. That's cool. You can actually play this ad. That's an old game.
Yeah. That's Gallica.
Yeah. Anyways, so how do I quit sharing? Stop screen. There we go.
Yep. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, or you're a fucking noob. I've been Will.
I'm James.
Have a good one.
Catch you on the next one.